Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the Wiki Comic Run. We've made it through all of this week's DC books and one of this week's Image books. Now it's time to wrap things up with the rest of this week's Image books. Kicking things off, we've got Blood Squad 7, number 4. Where we left off, the team discovered that longtime member Ripcord was a serial killer. This in the build up to the squad becoming once again becoming celebrity superheroes. So the issue opens with Ripcord on the subway going to Coney Island, heading to Coney Island, and the team consisting of Infinity, Bête Noire, the new Ripcord, and I do not remember the name of the other member, are headed to apprehend. So, and their initial the initial plan is Infinity's initial plan is to get Ripcord at the first stop, but she's informed that the bosses have already coordinated with Transit Authority, and they're going to let it ride all the way to Coney. No stops. Local law enforcement has already formed a wide perimeter and cleared the area. Right now, the entire borough is officially a no-fly zone. But of course, there's still people on the train. So priority one is separating Ripcord from innocent civilians. And so, as the subway exits the tunnel, it turns out the Ripcord's got on the roof of the train. Night strike. And one by one, the members of the team go after, try to stop Ripcord. First, Night Strike. Who gets smacked with Ripcord's cord. Then Ripcord goes up against Ripcord and gets chucked off the train. But Bête Noire goes after him. Does her thing. Then the new kid, Alex Maxon, who has earthquake. He seems to have earthquake powers. Makes probably the biggest use of his powers ever, and manages to get the train car off the tracks. But Ripcord attacks their jet, so Night Strike has to save it. But then Infinity goes after Ripcord. The team converge on him, but they're interrupted by Enigma. And Enigma is the one that ends up taking down Ripcord. And after the fight is over, Ripcord, bloodied on the ground, says can anyone blame him for wanting to go out in a blaze of glory? So a show for the sacrifice because they can't be covered up. So a cleanup crew gets sent in. Ripcord is given a military burial. But the spin is that the team in play was exercise maneuvers, a realistic simulation of domestic terror activity and potential responses to it. Um, but the members of the team are present at Arlington, but Chambers seems to catch a glimpse of something, but it's gone, and that's where the issue ends. Next month is going to be the or, it looks like there's not going to be an issue next month, but or possibly there's a typo, but the next issue we'll be getting will be the Blood Strike 7 Strike File, which is basically the annual. Then Blood Strike number 5. Or Blood Strike 7 number 5. Moving on, though, to our next book, we've got Redcoat number 5. So where we left off, Redcoat was the victim of a conspiracy. A group called a cult called the Founding Fathers. Who are currently holding Simon Pure and a young Albert Einstein. Were holding them hostage. However, they were rescued by Benedict Arnold, who revealed the cult's grand architect is very much alive. George Washington. So, it turns out that Redcoat, Simon, Benedict, can't leave the country. None of these immortals can. They are tied to the country. Apparently, Patrick Henry aged into dust when he tried to when he tried not leave the country, but leaving the departed to rescue father and son trapped in a sinking fishing boat. But apparently they're trying to figure out a way to stop the founding fathers from basically incinerating the entire country. Then there's apparently a soiree that could help get them close to information on the founding fathers. And Simon tries to send Albert away, but honestly, Simon needs a conscience. But turns out, however, that the identity of the Grand Architect is not George Washington, but rather Benedict Arnold, as he reveals himself as he spills Simon's blood for the third time. That is where the issue ends. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Moving on, though, to our last for the moment, we've got Witchblade number 2. Where we left off, Detective Sarah Pizzini had found the Witchblade while investigating corrupt police officers in her precinct under the guise of investigating a human trafficking operation. There was a shootout, and apparently she states that the thing movies never get right. Even after the heroic shoot 'em up, everyone gets booked until the cops can sort everything out. That includes her. But some of the cops that she likely were responsible for her father's death teases her in the cell. She's released, and she begins to wonder if her body's even hers now. Has it ever been? She's also incredibly hungry. But she takes on a trio of guys beating up a homeless man. She tries to refocus everything about her life, but she's incredibly horny. Meanwhile, Ian Nottingham and his employer, Kenneth Irons, are discussing what to do, the strategy for taking care of Sarah. They've apparently managed to bug her apartment with cameras, but she managed to take care of her horniness, but as she puts it, she had an orgasm so big it totally ruins the experience for whoever she's with. When her partner leaves, the man she took to bed leaves. Then after a couple minutes, there's a knock at the door, and it's one of the human traffickers. The syndicate's willing to let them back in, let the guy back into the fold, so long as he takes her out. But the Witchblade reacts, and she ends up ripping the guy in half. And she tries to do anything to save the guy, but yeah. Once again, she asks if her body is still her own. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. I'm digging this Witchblade reboot. Anyways, as always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.